Welcome back to Ghoster Coasters. Last week we had touched up on the Forbidden Frontier thing. This week we've got some new rumors going around and we're going to touch on the Dragster Midway.
And the future of Corkscrew. What is happening with that? Josh from Station Weight did a fantastic video predicting the Midway project. There's been tons of rumors from many creators that Corkscrew will be the next removal at Cedar Point. So, we're going to break down why that's not happening and the reasons why we believe that. Stay tuned, because here we go. Woo! What's better than that Arrow ASMR? Let's talk about Corkscrew, though.
Corkscrew opened May 15th, 1976 by Arrow. It was their first vertical loop coaster, but it was not the first one opened in the U.S., the second. It was 2,050 feet long. It went a max speed of 48 miles per hour. It took you up 85 feet and dropped you 65 feet. It did hold the record for being the first coaster over the Midway in the U.S.
Wow, so Corkscrew really did have an immediate impact in the coaster industry. And it seems like it's kind of outdated now and many people kind of want it gone. It's a headbanger and I mean, realistically, those loops aren't very dimensional for today's purposes. So a lot of people want to see it gone, but we're here to tell you why we think it's going to stay and the reasons why.
So the Dragster rumors have been rolling since 2021. Everything from the spike to the LSM to the layout extension, and
we've got all of these rumors swirling about the Polaris Midway project. New ride, new record, new records. We recently predicted that it was new records.
Josh from Station Weight said new ride. I go new records as well, even though I joked about new restaurants.
Yeah, new restaurants. Josh has an amazing video on the CP2024PMPNR, what he thinks that's going to be. I think he did a fantastic job breaking that down. But I think there's one thing that all of us have missed from the beginning leading up to this. And it even starts with the Cedar Point teaser when Tony Clark and them put out that winter teaser and you had the little chef guy popping out and the, like it said, CP2024PMPNR. Everybody started going crazy when that came out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was rumor speculation galore. So I think we all missed something from a previous video that we definitely want to get into. But speaking on the Midway project, Cedar Point's recent earnings calls, they stated that
they like to focus on the areas and theme them out. We've seen it in other parks. It works great and it brings them good business.
Yeah, it brings them instant returns on investment is the one thing that they highlighted from the earnings call. Kings Island recently doing Adventure Port opening this season. Cedar Point doing their boardwalk. Carowinds doing Aeronautica Landing. It seems like a major trend within the chain, and it's one thing that makes sense to predict for the Midway project going on with Top Thrill Dragster. But I think we did all forget about an earlier live stream from Mr. Tony Clark updating us on the boardwalk and some specific wording within that live stream that he said. So let's get into it, guys.
We all know how Tony Clark loves his little teasers. And we know that his live tweet on the boardwalk in the Wild Mouse, he gave us a bit of a teaser there.
Located just steps away from Cedar Point's Grand Pavilion is our 18th roller coaster. It's the Wild Mouse.
He gave us some information saying that the Wild Mouse would be the 18th roller coaster at Cedar Point, America's rockin' roller coaster. But that also led me to wonder a few more things after seeing all these predictions for Corkscrew's closure. Because if the Wild Mouse is indeed going to be the 18th roller coaster at Cedar Point, that indicates that Corkscrew will be there beyond 2024 because Wild Mouse being 18 can only happen when Dragster reopens in 2024, meaning Corkscrew will be there past this 2023 season. Tony Clark said it himself. 18th roller coaster. So that means they can't remove Corkscrew or the Wild Mouse is never going to be the 18th roller coaster.
Exactly.
I think that's something that we all missed in that live stream. In the live stream, you can't go back and rewatch because it's disappeared from the internet. Nobody has any screen recordings of it that I can find. But Tony Clark said 18th roller coaster, and I'm going to keep hammering that home. That implies that Corkscrew is there to stay past the 2023 season. And it may very well close in the 2024 season. That may be what we're all missing here. It may close after its, first Wild Mouse season, and that's how it hits the 18th mark. But that means the Midway project cannot include Corkscrew. So
we have the closing of Forbidden Frontier.
Indeed.
And that tells me that they already have a project planned for beyond 2024, and it's not the Corkscrew plot.
Rumors going around that it might be over at the pirate ship. Would y'all mind going and taking a look there, see if you see anything suspicious?
Sure, we'll take a look.
Alrighty, come back, let me know. I would love to break the story.
All right.
And in our previous video, you can see some of the things we think that Forbidden Frontier suffered from, why we think that it's closing, other than the reasons given, and what could happen in the future of that. Make sure you guys go give that one a watch too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. Helps us against the YouTube algorithm if you hit that like button. Hit that like button on this one. Let us know, what do you think is going to happen with Corkscrew with this new information that's kind of old information, but new information again because we all glossed over it.
Me lose brain? Uh-oh.
It kind of makes things make a little bit more sense.
Could Cedar Point be going for the 20 coaster mark too? That's another thing. Ooh, maybe we need to dive into that, because if they focus on the Forbidden Frontier next and add a coaster back there, they'll be at 19 for sure.
And if they do my thing and put an Aquatrax coaster in.
Yeah, but we're going to let you guys go ahead and get to that video. Make sure you watch it, because there are some interesting things we dropped in there. Comment down below. Let us know what you think is going to happen. We love to have these conversations. We want to know what everybody else thinks out there too.
Absolutely.
Subscribe to the channel. We're pushing so close to that 1,000 subscriber mark. We can't be any more grateful for that. And make sure you guys like this video again. It helps against the YouTube algorithm. And one last thing.
Thank you for being a part of the Spooky Fun community. And coaster ghosting with Ghoster Coasters.
Keep
Stay
it spooky.
spooky-ooky.